Hello everybody, Love here. Welcome to our playthrough of Halo 3 ODST. I always forget about this text scroll. It's really out of place. Right? For Halo, but it works. I think especially when you boot this up on your 360 for the first time. So not to interrupt this, just so I'm not talking about a cutscene. Since ODST kind of works in its own separate fashion compared to the other games, of each mission has a prequel to the mission, and then you have the mission itself. I'm going to do these in 2 parts, I think, is what I want to do, just with how short the missions are. So that should put like 7, 8 maybe episodes for this. So I remember when I was like 6, or maybe I wasn't that yet, but I was like 6 or 8, maybe somewhere in that range, and trying to like read this when you're in like 1st grade, 2nd grade, you can't quite read it. I'm just trying to keep up with it, but it being so fast. I always loved this shot right here.
The Navy put up a good fight.
Of course they did. It's Earth.
Better late than never.
How about you show some respect, Romeo?
Just saying, Dutch. They missed one.
No. They left it for us.
So that is actually
You know the music.
Truth
Time to
Scare.
dance.
Hello, beautiful.
Pods. Now.
Replacements?
This many years into the war, who isn't?
At least they listen.
To me. And they're not gonna like what they hear.
Orders are orders.
Come on, Veronica. What could be more important than that carrier?
My orders. And Buck, call me Captain. I'll pass on that dance. But you can show me where to sit.
And what the hell kind of armor was she wearing?
Dunno, Mickey. I wasn't looking at her gear. Seriously?
Well, gotta be close quarters.
Exactly.
Second to last. Right next to mine.
Cozy. You gonna tell us her name, Gunny?
Ms. Naval Intelligence. Our new boss.
Oh, brother.
So check your mouths, find your chairs, and get set for a combat drop.
What the hell am I supposed to do with this inside a Covenant ship? Wake up, Buttercup.
Relax, rookie. He don't mean nothing. Besides, now's one of those times. Pays to be the strong, silent type.
Always been such a cool cutscene to me.
Latest intel reports Covenant troops are massing beneath the carrier.
They're pulling back? Why?
Not gonna find out way up here.
Troopers! We are green and very, very mean!
That's the original multiplayer sound before you loaded into a lobby.
I take it back. Navy got its butt kicked.
Hey, Romeo. Remember when I told you to shut your mouth?
Yeah?
Consider that a standing order.
But dozens of ODSTs going straight to the ship. So,
Captain, 15 clicks off the deck.
Stand by to adjust trajectory. On my mark.
What'd she just say?
Mark!
We're way off course.
We're heading exactly where I need to go.
But we're gonna miss the carrier. Radiation! Covenant just set off a nuke?
No. The carrier's going to jump.
so if you actually pay attention, you can see the Ford and the Dawn. Not the Ford and the Dawn.
Losing power!
Their ship and Halo 2 jump over with them.
Hard!
So the original mission was to land on that Covenant carrier. The mission got changed to Dare, and when Dare came along, yeah. So much lore about these guys, but I don't want to really say it right here at the beginning. Climb the train. This isn't freaky at all. Dropping out of a building. Help me. Sorry. Thanks. 4. Okay. 4 is my visor. But yeah, so ODST takes us back to the health pack way, and that's something I think really helps with kind of your changing gameplay, right? We've never played a Halo game without a Spartan. And for people that didn't play ODST but played Reach, you're a Spartan 3, not the same as a Spartan 2, but they still count. So there's 2 completely different atmospheres in this. You get the dark version, which I really like, and then you get the visor, which is super helpful for seeing stuff. Yeah, this first part really just lets you walk around and do your own thing. There you go. There's so many secrets in the city too. So we're gonna kind of look around for ourselves, see what we can find. Ah. Yep. So one of the legacy of ODST kind of has some weird stuff going on with it, but one thing I will always give it both credit and flack for is the weapons. So they introduced the silenced pistol and the silenced SMG. The only problem is when you shoot them, they're not actually silenced. They will alert enemies, which I think would have been so cool to make this a stealth game, right? Especially when you're playing here as the rookie. This guy's burning. So this is on Earth. This isn't on Reach like Halo Reach is. So, and I remember watching one of the Halo Infinite Vidocs. The Halo Infinite pistol, I think it's called the Sidekick. It was based off of the ODST pistol. It's kind of how it's sleek, it's dark, it's precise, right? I think the thing the dev said was, makes you feel like James Bond, right? I'm just kind of exploring here. A lot of time. So this is a whole city. We don't have access to it, but there's actually a map for this whole thing. This is just a giant city, and it unravels as we go. There's health all over the place. But ignore my nonsense. I'm just playing around. Something I always love too is just being able to sit there and almost snipe everyone with a pistol. Oh, I missed that one. I see a second group over in the center. Popped a shield. See, super hard to see enemies, but man, it's cool. And their grenade throw arc is always weird. I think someone said they put it like a baseball, right? Where so it kind of like curves upwards when you throw it. But yeah. City superintendent. So it also gives you this highlight. And so something I've also already done and makes me very sad you can't repeat is for ODST, there's 30 audio logs in the game, and they all tell this really interesting story about this young lady named Sadie. But once you've gotten them on MCC, you can't redo them. So, but this is part of the mission. So something I also really like, here's the map I was talking about. You see this quadrant of the city, but you can see how much of it there is, right? There really is a lot here. And it just keeps opening as we go. One of my favorite features about ODST, and I chose to play it on normal, just to kind of have a relaxing experience. And just absorb the atmosphere for myself, right? You can see all the burning from the glassing. But, you know, I just wanted... Alright, hold on. Sorry. Stop. Reset. What I was talking about there was that ODST, especially on the higher difficulties, really feels like it's a survival, right? It really is just like a survival. Like, you don't have resources coming in. And it's something I always love. Like, once we're out of ammo, we're out of ammo, so you need to grab resources. Also, all these detour signs, they matter. Pay attention. These also, when you unlock the audio logs on certain missions, certain ones will open for you. I always love the, not propaganda, but the, oh man, vandalism, right? Hell on Earth, glass this. It gives humanity a little bit more character to it, right? So I was trying to stay a little bit more. But anyhow, yeah. So I also really love that. So I'm kind of weird with this stuff, but like I'm always really big about green areas and urban areas, right? I always really think that if we put greenery everywhere, it looks so cool. Like this little courtyard just having grass, like it's so minuscule. It means so little, but man, it's cool. Let's see, we are, yeah, got some weapons in here if we need them. And so when you kind of get the white, you get that white marker. I remember that Bruce scared me so bad when I was a kid. Just his face freaked me out. But you get the white marker and that sound effect. And that just means you're close to an objective. Here there's a shotgun back here, but not crazy on it. Just yet. See, there's real battle going through here. Like someone was defending this building. Probably failed to do so. Jackals. Yeah, carbine and a beam rifle. But yeah, you already see how low our resources are getting. Grenades doing okay, but we have options around this. Yep, for her. So these actually used to say Destiny Awaits, and this was the second to last game Bungie ever made before making the first Destiny. Rest in peace, Destiny 2. Anyhow. Yeah. So you actually see the straw pot out here, which I think is really cool. I'm gonna look over here real quick. What now? Yeah, massive cities, but yep, here's our objective. like I said, we'll do a rookie mission, which is what we just did at Mombasa Streets, and then the actual mission per episode. Just because they're telling the same thing. So all we're doing
Tell us
here.
her name, Gunny?
Ms. Naval Intelligence. Our new boss. So check your mouths, find your chairs, and get set for a combat drop.
Tayari Plaza, the mission that took me the longest time to figure out how to say its name, and also one of the hardest ones to speedrun.
Squad, what's your status? You still with me, Buck?
Yeah. Give me a sec.
I hit pretty hard. My hatch won't open. How about yours?
Works great.
Right. When you get done fooling around, I could use some help.
Did I do something wrong? Because the only thing I regret about you and me, not knowing you were a spook when we first met. I would have been a lot less charming.
That's what I missed most about you, Buck. Well, your mouth was always a little faster than your brain. Look, don't start about my job. We both agreed to end it.
That was years ago, Veronica. I'm a little fuzzy on the details. Must have met a lot of other saps since then. Why pick me for the safari?
First, you're the best soldier I know, and second, I don't remember that night. What you asked me in the morning?
I remember not getting an answer.
Say again, Buck. You're breaking up.
I said stay put. I'm on my way.
We missed our LZ. This grid is packed with Covenant. Be careful.
I appreciate the concern.
Won't be much of a rescue if you're dead.
Yep. So they have all these intel here, right? Then you switch over to your map, and it's basically the mission objective. That's what you'd like if you just pause. It gives you the objective down here. So yeah, something to keep in mind. Also, I love how the visor doesn't like auto tune to the daylight, right? So I really kind of love that if you sit around long enough, they'll give you this position to defend just a little bit. So we're gonna sit here and take out a few guys. But I always love how the visor doesn't auto adjust. Like right now, playing this, I don't know if it translates too well in the video. I can kind of see it getting bright, but it basically just flashbangs you. But if you do it, it highlights enemies when you're in a little bit closer range. But yeah, the speed runs on this level are so hard, just because it's like it's just combat back and forth. I'm gonna try to stick that. Oh, almost got it. Yep. See that, like, arc, the grenade? I'm really bad at dealing with that. And so they also, the ODSTs kind of have the stamina, where it serves as a shield, a less, I mean, that's not good English, but a less efficient shield. Right? Or like they can take some damage. But if it take too much, they'll start taking health damage. Right.
Rupert, over here!
I always really liked, I'll show us some stuff, but
I saw your pod hit. You're one lucky SOB.
See any more come down?
Ah, negative. But I didn't see much of anything after that flash. But listen, some of these buildings are open. Should be able to get inside. Flank the Covenant on the streets.
Roger that. Thanks.
Yeah, so we got some ground forces helping us out now. But at the end of last mission and this mission, security cameras are watching us. By the way,
Please, slow down.
here's a sign of the Great
What the
Schism.
hell
You have
happened
all
here?
these elites dead.
Final notice. Bill past due.
Brutes. Even Buck says something about it if you're in the right position. Where you got it? Oh my god, the flashbang flares with that visor are so bad. So you also can't dual wield an ODST, which is kind of disappointing, but it makes sense. I mean, holding two SMGs side by side is kind of crazy. It makes sense that only a Spartan would do it. Smaller.
Putting a pineapple in there.
Wait, be quiet now. Found him!
But you can come over here, so just ammo. Oh, he came up there for me. Yeah, there.
Grenade out.
Oh, we got closer.
I came all the way from orbit just to kick your ass.
We can team up and bring you down.
So I just wanted this group shot. And you just stood there and let him take you out. They always put that just slightly close enough that it won't take that turn out, but it'll damage him. Unless you're on lasso, then good luck. So the story of Buck here is actually really cool. So was a survivor of a planet. I forget what it's called. But basically, he joined the UNSC when he was 18. Saw his planet die to the Covenant invasion, and basically his planet was used for jackals to hunt. Right? They didn't glass the planet immediately, but they wanted jackals to hunt. And so, also, there's just elites all over the place. And look at these guys. Elites and brutes dead. Like, I mean, there's 25,
Veronica,
30
what's with all the
bodies here.
dead elites? Looks like a family feud, like they were killed by brutes. Is there something I should know?
It's classified.
Some things never change.
Yeah, so technically 6 hours after is really fast for the Great Schism to start happening. So like ODST has a lot of really
Got a little
weird.
jackal problem.
An overcharged plasma pistol shot will neutralize their shield. It should also take down a brute's armor.
Yeah, so that
Oh, yeah?
actually that line right there,
Where were you
top
a
most
minute
of us
ago?
how the noob combo
Trapped
worked.
inside my pod.
But there's mine back there. So I'm just gonna burn this out. But yeah, so they really shouldn't know about the Great Schism just yet. It's weird that they do. But yeah, it should have been kept secret. It's also weird that Oni wanted the Great Schism to be kept a secret. But also Oni's end goal was to destabilize all Covenant forces, whether that be elites or brutes or anything. They just wanted to destabilize it and have total control. Beam rifle here. I always forget that was here. I'm gonna take it. I missed it. I think this is one of the audio logs over here too. No, it's not. I'm sorry. I'm lying. Because only the Rick gets the audio logs. Oh, we fell. But yeah, so back to Buck's story. He had to watch his family get. He was forcing himself to watch the tapes of his family get hunted down by jackals and his home planet destroyed. And he lived on some moon.
Gotta
but
get through this door.
still.
Should be a switch around here somewhere.
Yep. It was just like this terrible experience. He was I mean, I remember the video was talking about it, and they're like, Buck is a bad, bad man, right? But Buck really is. He's a soldier. He was an ODST when he was very young. I forget what it was, but he owned a title, really, for being in the war so young. But, like, he was one of the youngest ODSTs, if I'm correct. Ow. I hate jackals. So, yeah, this mission really is spread more as a mad dash.
Trooper, we're
than
pinned down.
anything,
Cut through this building. Hit him from behind.
But I digress. I'm gonna play it how I want to. So this part right here, this room and the previous room are the hardest on the speedruns, but
Tangles!
collateral.
Buck,
Love that.
location.
Almost there. What's wrong?
Multiple hostiles closing on my position. Listen carefully. If I don't make it...
Whoa! Hang on. I'll be right there.
Too late. They spotted me.
Damn it! No! Veronica! Talk to me. Don't move. I'm coming. You hear?
Oh, try the fire grenades. Forgot about those. Take a shotgun. ODST also does something. If you watch the ODST firefight video, oh my god. If you watch the firefight video we did, you actually notice something. I don't think we got lucky enough here. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Ow. God. Oh boy, that was questionable. I always love that they can do that and just come inside and surprise you. One more hunter. But ODST actually introduces gold hunters. Simply just stronger hunters. Ooh. Yeah, is this one gold? Yeah, this one's a gold hunter. The other one's blue. But yeah, so they're just slightly stronger hunters. And they're cheaper for taking them out, but nothing special. Ah, I was trying to jump and I kind of slid on the car's roof. Health back. So something that drives me nuts is when your health is low, there's always this constant beeping, which just drives me crazy.
Attention, travelers. Lost items can be claimed on lower level.
I'm here. I got you. Oh, nuts. Whoa, whoa! Whoa!
Yep, so Dave's helmet just gets launched.
What the heck was that? You ever seen one before? Hey, Romeo, you got your ears on? Oh, I get it. Permission to speak, smartass.
No, I don't know what it was. But it was gonna grease your ass good. Just like it did the captain.
Yeah, maybe. You're from Mickey, Dutch?
Negative.
The rookie. We need to get above this crap. Link with the B-net. One of our drones must have seen where they hid.
So we're popping smoke in the lady's mission? She ever tell you what she wanted?
No. Never. Doesn't matter. All I care about now is getting my men out of this city. even you.
Okay, guys. That's all we got for today. So, see you guys next time.